Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
We're back for It's On. I'm your girl, Vixia's Faith, and I got Wendy here with me. I'm super excited. Um, not excited, but excited.
Why are you
I,
excited, girl?
I don't know. I don't know. We're a little early tonight.
Yes.
We're a little early tonight, and I'm okay with being early tonight because I didn't come home and go straight to bed like I normally do. So that's the thing. Um, so let's dive in. First of all, I want to say RIP to Leslie Jordan.
Oh, I know it broke my
He
heart.
is hilarious. I said,
Apparently, I'm thinking he probably had a stroke
you think so?
because the way they said it, that he had a medical incident happen and then he crashed
Oh no.
into a brick into a wall.
Oh no.
That's how he died in the accident.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking he probably either had a heart attack or a stroke.
I don't like that. That's crazy.
So I just pray
67 years
he
old.
he wasn't he went quickly and wasn't suffering any kind of pain.
Yeah. If you guys aren't familiar with Leslie Jordan, I first saw him on Will and Grace, the original Will and Grace. He had this recurring role on there. He was on Reba. He's lately on
American
Copycat.
and then
Uh,
American Horror Stories.
was he on American Horror? I ain't
He
seen
was
all of them. So
okay. He was on the. I know he was on the one that said Roanoke, the one about that couple going to Virginia or something like that.
is that the original one?
No,
Which
it was
one was with the house? The house was in California.
no. This house was in Virginia, Roanoke. That's the
What year
name of
was
it.
that? I
That
didn't
was
see that one.
after. I'm thinking that was after the one. Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on.
Okay, I haven't watched all of the American Horror Stories. So like every season it come out, I'm not on it like that. So
Yeah, hold on. I can tell
um
you. So while you talking about him, I find it.
but yeah, he's hilarious. And during the pandemic, he made like the funniest TikToks and reels. And so um I think I got lost in Leslie's TikToks, many nights that I'm up watching TikTok. I've gone through a rabbit hole of his many videos that he would post. And it just brought me such great joy. He's hilarious. He was really, really funny. Um and I really liked him. He seemed like he would have been a fun person to be around.
Hmm.
And when you see somebody
It, it
experiencing or
it
exuding
was season 6. It
okay,
was
yeah, I
season
definitely
6.
season six. Um, but when you see someone who just exudes so much joy, so much happiness, it's really refreshing to see. So praying for his family and friends, his loved ones, everybody that knew him and loved him. Um Praying for them and praying for your comfort during this time. Um and that's it. So rest in peace. Um, I'm not gonna tell you who they tried to kill off today because I'm not gonna go there because I don't want to put it in the atmosphere. We'll talk offline because my mama's scared the straight but Jesus out of me today. And again, we'll talk offline because I don't even want to put it out there. Um, so let's dive right in. Do we want to talk about Married to Medicine first? We want to talk about these Potomac girls.
Oh
What do we
God,
want to do?
it's equally this. Uh,
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to start with Potomac because I just feel like there's a crack in the Green Eyed Bandits. There is a crack.
it's gonna be either this season or next season.
But
They're
it's
not gonna be
starting.
friends.
It's starting. It's starting now.
I
And
was wondering when it was gonna happen.
because I feel like at this point, Robin needs her voice. You can't just
Oh,
fall up behind Giselle every time you turn
it
around.
it was it you? Is it you or was it? Is it me? I'm sorry. Is it me or did this episode was all about Robin?
I think they heard us when we said Robin doesn't have a storyline, and I think her storyline is about to be her fallout with Giselle. I'm just gonna put that out there and let that marinate. Um, because Candace is still beefing with Giselle even now. Um, we see it's gonna be a problem. Robin also has a problem with Wendy. I guess they never talked and got whatever out because Giselle and Wendy were kind of going back and forth. I don't remember Robin and Wendy going back and forth too much on the reunion. At the reunion, maybe I just don't remember it. Um, I will always remember when Monique read that girl for filth. When Monique read that girl for filth from that binder, I ain't never gonna forget that. But I just the last year's reunion is not that memorable to me, except for the fact that Nicki Minaj hosted the last part of the reunion. But I feel like the Green Eye Bandits are going to separate really, 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 really soon. First of all, Giselle, I don't, and Mia. Oh my God, Mia.
Well, can I say this?
Mhm.
Giselle looked her absolute best last night on Watch What Happens live. I'm gonna need Giselle to be like this all the time.
So here's my thing, because when you keep saying you have glam, I need your glam to be fired because they suck at their job. She is gonna forever be a first lady. I mean, forever. Like your whole thing is first lady chic. You know what I'm saying? When they went out of town, what was that, to Portugal? She looked like a first lady on a Bible tour. Like, explain to me what you were doing. I don't get it. I don't understand. Somebody make me see.
And
So,
you know, she's just resting on her pretty. That's all.
and she is gorgeous. And that's what Candace told her. Candace said, she was like, Candace, when they were talking about her fashion, she said, you're pretty. That means you don't think you have to try hard. And that's fine. That works for you. And that's it. Here's my issue with Giselle this year season. And let me say this, Candace has not been my favorite housewife, but I'm going to say I see the growth in Candace Dillard Bassett. I see more maturity coming from her. And I see y'all wanted her to go there this year, and she has yet to go there. And I am grateful for that. At this point in juncture, I'm super grateful. Um, what I don't like is the insinuation that Michael, not Michael, Lord Jesus, I said Michael. Whoops, not Michael. The
Chris.
insinuation that Chris tried to do something to you. If somebody made you feel uncomfortable, I am not going to be in your face. I am not going to hug you. I am not coming to your house. I'm not hanging out if you made me feel uncomfortable. I'm not doing it. You didn't bring it to her attention
At the time.
at the time that it happened. You didn't pull her to the side and say, hey, Candace, your husband made me feel real uncomfortable. You didn't do that.
But here's the thing, this is what trips me out. You said nothing happened. You said you asked him to leave, and guess what? He left.
Yeah.
What
He
did he
even
do?
said, hold on, first of all,
Somebody
said,
sure ain't adding up.
well, let me tell you what, and I believe Chris. He said he asked Giselle, could they talk? Giselle said, yeah, let's talk in my room. Because Giselle thought her glam was still there. When she figured her glam, when she found out her glam was not still there, she didn't ask him to leave immediately. They had a whole conversation before she brought up the leave.
Let's go, because you know my glam ain't here. I thought my glam squad was here. That's why I wanted to tell you to come to the room, but they're not here. So let's talk somewhere else.
And he even said, I want to leave the door open because I don't want to seem like, I don't want to seem like something going on. I want nobody to start no rumors about it. Like, both of you guys were extra cautious to, you know what I'm saying, put that out there and make it known. And it was not a problem, right? She said, yeah, no, I don't want nobody to think nothing either. Y'all could have went out in the hall and had a conversation. Like, anything could have happened. And then you waited until y'all started filming for the next season to put this on camera. So Candace, I'm gonna applaud you. And Candace said, and don't you dare take my fourth wild out, okay? You better make sure you show this fourth wall, because what y'all ain't finna do is this right here. Y'all don't want me here. If y'all finna put my husband, crucify him on the cross, y'all ain't finna do that.
Mm-mm.
So, with that being said, I did not like the fact that that was a thing. I also don't like the fact, now, keep in mind, Mia do lie. She's a liar.
And she lying about this too.
Okay.
Cause the producer, the director, the producers are shady as I don't know what talking about.
He was staring at
Look,
me.
and they show him Chris not staring at her.
I mean, literally not looking at you. Literally
Also,
not checking for you, boo. Literally. He likes the dark meat, baby, not
and
the white meat.
it's so funny because she said, and I kind of catch them in between my eyes, beside my eyes, looking at me, and they did it not once but twice.
He was looking in the complete opposite direction. I can feel when somebody's looking at me. You can feel when somebody's looking at you, or you want them to look at you. Now,
Honey, you are so made up. I wouldn't look at you.
oh my God,
You're a plastic. You
very much so.
everything on you is
Nothing
fake.
on you is real.
I don't want to look at you.
And you know what? I had to do a double take on the. So I sent you that TikTok that I saw that you said you had sent me one before
Mhm, mhm.
of her being on, what is it? Yes to the Dress of Brazilla.
Yes to the dress.
When she was getting ready. Now, was it Yes to the Dress? It wasn't
Mm-mm,
Brazilla?
it
Okay.
was yes to the dress, but it
Okay.
was the bridesmaids edition.
Okay. And she looked like a totally different person. So I had to do a double take because in the caption it said Mia, and I was like, who? Totally different person. You do not
Totally
look the
different.
same.
Totally. I
So
don't understand why women think that having plastic surgery is going to make them look good. It's only a few. You a unicorn. If you got the top notch like Karen, you can she got touched, but
she
she
got
got
to,
some she
because
got a
Karen still looks
good
the same. So
she got a
because you
good plastic
overdo it,
surgeon.
you got people who overdo it. You know, Wendy Williams, I'm gonna use her as an example. The example that she has had of perfection, she's from Jersey. So Jersey, they are really, really thin and they got big tits. Of course, we also know that she had some emotional stuff going on because she was always a
Wendy
bigger girl.
Wendy Williams is shaped like a capital P.
She is, but a lot of white women in Jersey are too. They get the big breasts and they don't want no butt. That's how they are shaped.
Now I remember watching the first season of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa Giudice. Well, I don't know how her new last name is.
We're gonna go with
Um,
Judice. We're gonna keep it there.
she was flat chested. She had triple A's.
Right.
And her friend and the other women like you need some bubbies. They call them bubbies. You
Right.
need some bubbies.
Right.
And she ended up getting boobies,
And they
buddies.
don't have no behind. They have no tail whatsoever. None. They flat. So what I'm saying is that somebody's perception of beauty comes from different things. I know Mia has I think in my opinion has had self-image issues because of some of the things that she's gone through in her childhood. You can overdo it though, sis. And I think you have overdone it because she was a pretty girl without the plastic surgery. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that plastic surgery makes everyone look bad. I just think they overdo it. Lisa Rinna in them lips. Baby, if you get one more injection in them lips, I
They're gonna
can't.
pop. They're gonna pop.
I cannot. Like, you can't keep
But this is
overdoing
what
it.
trips me out. Y'all talk about us, y'all demonize us, y'all try to humiliate us, but you
Right.
want to look like us.
You want to look exactly like us, and it's not cool. So, um, Mia, he wasn't looking at you, girl. Now let's get to your health scare. Um, I don't like the fact that Giselle and Robin were jumping on her at the spring awakening thing. And I didn't blame her for cussing them out. I just don't blame her. Robin seemed to have had a problem with Wendy. Wendy wasn't aggressive when she came over. She was like, "What's going on?" Like, and Mel was explaining what was going on. She said, "Well, did both of them say it, or did just Giselle say it?" Which was a viable question. She's trying to figure out what's going on, and she said Giselle said it. So she's like, "Oh, okay." For whatever reason, Robin gets real aggressive. Real
Hold on.
aggressive.
One thing you don't want to do, you ain't gonna try to push run up on Wendy. She gonna show you who she is.
That girl is from Africa. I would not. Okay.
She probably wrestled with lions.
Tigers and bears. Oh my. Look. So, so what you're not gonna do is that. Like, you're not big and bad, boo boo. You're not. So
That part tripped me out because she tried to run up on her, and when they got up, she said, "You sit your butt down." And that girl turned around and sat down.
Sit down, so I'm gonna sit down. Like, I don't even understand what that was about. So Wendy said, me and Mia are not cool. Like, we are not the best of friends. We ain't been in a good place since we about met. She said, however, she had a health scare like that. I came to her and I gave her a hug. Well, everybody had questions. I didn't see Wendy with no questions. Wendy just asked, "Are you okay?" She said, "I hugged her and I asked her, was she okay?" That's what she needs. If y'all got questions, ask her. Don't be bum rushing her in the event. And she made a very valuable point. And for somebody who ain't on Mia's side 100% of the time, she was the one that had the most sense. Why are you badgering this girl about her health? Leave that girl alone. Now, again, she lies. I do get that. So you can choose whether or not to support her based off of her previous history. But like, why would you explain to me why you gonna badger the girl in the middle of an event? Make it make sense to me, because it don't make sense, right? So Robin and Giselle and Mia came to a come to Jesus. Robin, with her rude self, invited everybody and their kids to a family day except for Wendy, because she got mad because of the situation, which was nothing. Y'all could have agreed to disagree, and you could have invited the girl to the family day, but you ain't want to because you petty. So I don't care if I'm a terrible person. Wow, girl. Whatever issue you got with Wendy, because you and Wendy were really, really good friends until the situation happened with Giselle last year or on last season. And now all of a sudden, you green eye banded down Wonder Twins unite. Now all of a sudden, you didn't kick Po Wendy to the curb, and it's not cool. So that's fine. We can do that. I thought it was extremely rude. Wendy is doing too much. Oh, did you catch the hot mic moment?
Oh yeah. I ain't call her a liar, that you know. We all know she lies.
She does lie.
Right.
But she didn't call her a liar at that point in time in front of everybody. Right. She did it behind closed doors like normal people do. Kitchen table talk, right? So I don't know if she provoked that girl to throw that water in her face or not. I don't know. So that happened. Hot mic, and Wendy is going through some stress medically as well, because her hair falling out. And she has beautiful hair. They wear that weave all the time and the wigs all the time. And she has gorgeous, long, pretty hair that's falling out. That's falling out because she's doing too much and she can't balance everything that she's done. And her husband has said, "Hey, boo, you need to there needs to be some type of balance, because there's no balance here, girl. I need you to calm down. I need you to sit down." I can't wait till she tell him about this $300,000 that Peter's asking her for this Nigerian lounge she wants to do. We get to Candace is having trouble with her it's not IVF, but the egg. They're gonna do the egg removal. So she's having problems with that. They don't feel like she's producing enough eggs because she's stressed out because Giselle has confronted her with this information, trying to make it seem like her husband is cheating. Now, let me say this. I agree with Robin.
She doesn't have a storyline.
I agree with Robin. Who you talking about? Who, Giselle?
Oh, Giselle.
Oh no, she don't. Her storyline is making everybody else's life miserable.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Robin. Uh, Chris did not slide into Ashley's DMs. Chris said you should have came to the W. I'm asking all my friends to come support me because my job is to make sure that this uh party space is a success. And so I'm gonna invite everybody out. And so you out with your girl and you're posting to your stories. Y'all should have came to the W. That's my job. I'm promoting. I'm always working and promoting what I do. And you took it as he was trying to slide in my DMs. And I felt like Ashley should have taken it to Candace before she took it to, now she talked to Robin. But here's the thing. Robin is also becoming a bone collector. And here's where the crack is about to start in their relationship. It already started when Giselle told Robin's business about her name being the only one. Her name is the only name on top.
Now, I'm gonna do a devil's advocate because I don't care for Giselle that much, but I'm gonna say this, okay? With that part right there, she said on Watch What Happens Live. I don't know if this is true. Alleged, okay. She said that Robin had said it on camera, it just didn't get on the show. She had told Robin had told Giselle this on camera, but it
But
just
if
did not get
Robin
on the
told
show.
Giselle that on camera, and if it was still just Robin and Giselle, why would you then blurt it out in public in front of everybody? I ain't shared the information with nobody else. You see what I'm saying? I can understand if she said it in front of Ashley and Karen. And Karen was like,
Mm-hmm.
Giselle, did she want you to tell her business? Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, Giselle don't get no pass. Devil's advocate, my behind. She don't get no pass. She gets nothing for me because you being messy. That's what you doing.
That's
So,
what. That's what she's good. Make good TV because she's so messy. That's why they keep her. That's why she's
correction,
one of Andy's favorite.
because she's a
Andy's
mess.
not going. She's not going to get rid of him. But go ahead.
No. So Giselle ends up at Karen's house of all places. And Giselle is stating her case. She is playing damsel in distress very well. Her version of the story and Chris's version of the story are two totally different things. You know how they do it with production. They put this person's story up against the other person's when you're telling your side of the story. We've seen it with the fights. We've seen it with the arguments. We've seen it with the altercations. We've seen it. So this is classic production. This is what happened. No, this is what happened. No, this is what happened. This is what went down. Chris is talking to Candace, and Candace is super stressed out because it's like, ma'am, you trying me on national TV and I don't like it. And during the important part in journey in my life, I'm trying to have a baby, but I don't want to have none right now because I'm like singing and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm acting and I'm really, really coming into my own. And I want to enjoy this for a little bit longer before I start popping out some babies. So the best thing for me to do is to extract said eggs until it's time to put the eggs back in and I grow baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she is freaking out and crying in that tissue. Let me say this, Candace, at this point in juncture, why you don't have your own tissue is beyond me at this point. Why we don't have a deal with Kleenex
Or Puffs.
or something. I need Candace. Let me get in your inbox. Let me be your manager. Cause I swear for cheese and crackers. You folding and you're dabbing because you're crying.
You need to do a YouTube video on how to fold a tissue
Cause
and
I have yet to perfect that. Okay.
and how to politely and delicately put it in your tear ducts. Because she
Listen,
has a okay.
I'm just saying. I just need to know how. Okay. Housewife. So in I don't know who you are. In that or with that,
With that being said,
Robin shows up to lunch with Candace and Christopher. And Chris said, you know, he don't want to hug Robin because, of course, we all know that the Green-Eyed Bandits are inseparable. They're Wonder Twins unite. Um, and since that's the case, she was like, nah, we ain't finna do that. Give me a hug. Da 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 da. Give me a hug. We ain't doing it. She said, so we gonna dive right in because, you know, I already see what type of energy this is. I was like, oh wow. So they talk, and Robin said, well, she said something to me the night of, but I didn't think anything of it because I was like, well, did he touch you? Did he do anything inappropriate? And her answer was no. So I was like, girl, stop. You know.
Mhm.
Um, and so she expressed that to them. So I don't believe that he did anything intentionally, even with the thing with Ashley. You didn't get in that girl's inbox. You replied to her story that she posts on Instagram. Like what? Stop. Make it make sense.
Right. And then Giselle over there at Karen's house trying to make it what it wasn't.
Absolutely. And so with Karen, I could understand that. But then Karen also was saying in her confessional, well, would I tell it on national TV? I wait till the cameras come on to say something. They don't. I wouldn't do that. Right. She was in an uncomfortable situation with someone's husband that was a cast member. And
I think I know who it is.
who you think?
Even though she said it was 3 years ago and they were not on camera, they knew of each other. You know what I'm saying? I think it was
Who?
Gordon, Mia's husband.
It could be because he gets handsy, baby. He gets handsy. I
People are alluding that it was Monique's husband, Chris Samuels.
Chris can crush anybody by just shaking their hand. Like, stop. No, I don't think it was Chris Samuels. Um,
Could it
because
be
even with
Michael
that,
Darby?
I will go with Michael. And the reason why I will go with Michael is Michael's been inappropriate with everybody. But she didn't want to say anything, and that's fine. Old school do old school things, and we gonna let old school stay old school. Giselle want to tell it from the yell it from the highest mountaintop because she, you know, she's missing, and that's how she operates and deals. So yeah, we have that situation that's going on taking place, and so on the next episode we're gonna see the fallout from the announcement of Ashley's divorce or separation or whatever is going on. I wonder who leaked that information.
Michael.
Probably. Um, he's getting a vasectomy because he think she's trying to get pregnant again. Michael, she already has two of your
Two.
babies that look just like you. I think she's good. Uh, I believe she's okay, sir. Um, and then you have Wendy telling her husband about this $300,000 she gonna have to get.
And he looked at her like,
Bruh.
you need to sell a lot of candles.
A lot. I think they got it. I just think that that's a lot of money.
He's trying to be a good steward with his
He
money.
really is. He absolutely is. And I think she just wants what, you know, wants it, right? So we'll see how that works. We'll see how that goes. This is about to be a crazy situation. I can't wait to see the fallout between the Green-Eyed Bandits. It's probably gonna happen next season. I feel like it's going to the big schism. I feel this is my prediction is gonna happen during the reunion. And that's gonna be the storyline next season.
I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Robin and Juan going to get married? I don't think so.
I'm so sick of them. They set a date. I'm real sick of them. I want y'all to understand. She's talking about the prenup. He really ain't feeling the prenup. Huh? He went along with it, right? But I don't think he's really feeling the prenup. Not like that. He said, I make more money than you anyway. I was like, nah, one, you don't make that much money as no college basketball coach. You don't. I'm trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure out how Coach Shaw thought they could afford everything they had, and he was a football coach of a big university, right?
Mhm.
The assistant coach, right? Um. So yeah, I just we'll see. Um. So make sure y'all check out the Real Housewives of Potomac. They're just getting started. That was episode 3. On Bravo, 8/7 Central, Sunday nights. Let's get into this Man to Medicine reunion.
Oh my gosh. I'm just like this. Everybody talks bad about everybody.
That's the
You do it.
thing. Y'all talk
And you
bad
can't.
about
And then
everybody.
you get mad when they talk about you. You dishing it
Mm.
out, but you cannot take it. So
Toya.
I'm like this, and quiet too. Okay, it's okay for you to go talk about how folks get their money to buy their houses, but
Correct.
it's not okay for them to do it to you.
Right.
You open that Pandora's box, baby.
You did open that Pandora's box, but the fact that they are insinuating that she slept with the contractor to get some work done. I don't believe she slept with the contractor. I believe Quad did that on her. I'm sorry. I believe Quad did that on her own. And I think as professional women, all of you all are professional women. Even if you're a housewife, you're a professional housewife. Okay. All of you all are college educated Black women, and to insinuate that another Black woman laid on her back to get what she got was wrong. And y'all giggled, all of y'all giggled about everybody, including her friend Heavenly. So, how are y'all role models for women in the world looking at y'all who might want to be a dentist or might want to be a gynecologist or may want to be, what kind of doctor is Contessa?
She's a general.
Practitioner, may want to be these things, and y'all are doing y'all throwing, you know what I'm saying, jabs every time you turn around. I don't like it. Let me say this, Contessa. I don't know what steroids you on. I don't. I promise to God, I don't. You've been extra turnt this season. You always turnt, but you've been super duper extra turnt. And the fact that she tried to bum rush Heavenly in their trailer before the reunion even got started, not cool. You're a professional woman. You have children. You got a daughter or two. Is it two of them or one of them? Two boys and one girl or one?
I think she got 2 girls and 1 boy. I'm
You
thinking.
got
I don't know.
girls. You have daughters, and you finna jump on somebody over some stuff that happened over a year ago that you still mad about, that you got on national TV and talked about. Now, was your friend wrong for what she did? She absolutely was. She apologized for it, and all she said to you, I'm gonna say this. All she said to you was, you are too beautiful to take somebody else's crap from anybody, a man, anybody. You still took that as her talking about your husband, and she was being real sincere. Was Heavenly wrong? Absolutely. Heavenly needs to stop doing what she's doing and how she's doing. Absolutely. She needs to stop. But 2 wrongs don't make a right. If you happy with your husband, see, that's my thing. Something ain't right. If you still mad about something, you have defended your honor, your husband's honor. You have defended your marriage time and time and time and time again. That girl ain't trying to tear your marriage apart. If y'all strong enough to stay together, regardless of what happened, that girl ain't, what's she tearing apart?
Right.
Something else is going on. And I needed to come out because I'm tired, because you too turned. And the people that you was ready to jump on last year and the year before last, you besties with them. I don't even understand. It just don't make sense to me. You know what I'm
And
saying?
hold on. And then oh, okay, so and then there's another thing. When Mariah didn't one of the season, Mariah took a polygraph test, and Quad was like, "That don't work. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing."
Yeah.
But then you're expecting them to accept your polygraph test.
I do. In order to get an FBI job, you have to take a polygraph test. In order to get any type of level job, you have to, and that's admissible for your job. Now they probably don't take it. They used to take it in court. They don't take it no more because people, you get false positives and all this other stuff, or false negatives and whatever, or inconclusive results. So they can't use it for a court case if the results are inconclusive. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no. So, am I okay with her and the other girl, Anila, taking a polygraph? Okay, sure. Anila, you repeated the rumor. You didn't start the rumor. I don't believe Anila started the rumor. But when we mad at our friends, we take jabs and we take digs. And you're not stupid. You knew the girl started the rumor, and you knew Quad invited the girl to the party. And Quad has been out of town with the girl. They have been cool. They have been friends. However, you knew how they looked when you brought that girl to their party. You can't tell me that you didn't know how they looked.
And then how hypocritical. Okay, because Quad said, when I saw your house that you just sold, I told you how beautiful your house looked. But then you go behind her back talking about she borrowed, begged, and stole.
She did. I mean, well, she I don't know if she did. Let me start. Hold on, where my alleged button? Where my alleged button?
I can't believe you.
I don't know. Let me say that, because y'all went through a bout of bankruptcy. Y'all ain't
no, they didn't go through bankruptcy. They just went through tax problems. They never went through bankruptcy.
Okay, they didn't have to file bankruptcy. They went through tax problems.
And they paid their taxes.
Because you didn't pay your taxes.
Right, and they paid it.
They paid it but yes. it was a battle. It was a battle. He working himself to the bone, to death. You know what I'm saying? To make sure we can pay these taxes, and you still going out shopping like y'all don't owe no taxes. Like, we saw that. Did we not see that?
We saw it.
Then you bought this big old house that was your dream house, and then you sold it. Because you want, what, another tennis court or whatever it is you want. So we're just going to rent until I can get the house of my dreams. That ain't going to be enough. In my opinion, I don't think Toya is ever going to be satisfied. She's always going to want more.
I agree.
And
then Simone said something that was put the nail on the head. I don't care. I'm like, yeah, Quiet House is beautiful and all of that stuff. But what Simone said is, I've been in my house for over 20-something years. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Quiet ain't either. Quiet went and got that house, that one house. She was in the townhouse before. I don't know what her and the doctor, Greg, what was his name? Doctor who?
Greg Lunsford, whatever his name. Lunsford.
What Dr. Greg?
They was in the house. They had a house together. They had a house together.
We don't know what happened in their divorce. You don't know what type of alimony he probably had to pay her. You don't know if they had to sell their house and split the proceeds. You don't know.
That is true.
What they had. She's had brand deals.
That is true.
Just like Anila got brand deals, she had brand deals.
And she had a cookbook, and she's been on Sister Circle.
Not one, two. She was on the National Syndicated Talk Show.
And people just don't know. She probably banked her money. She banked her money, invested it.
She invested well.
So she said her credit score is way over 800.
And that is what it is. So if she has the means to do it, why not just say, sis, I'm proud of you for doing it. Now, Toya, I'm not mad at Toya shade. I'm not, because you threw shade for shade. Okay? Toya's not my favorite on the show, but shade for shade. Do your thing, shade for shade. Okay? I think that there is a deeper conversation needs to be had, because why is it okay for y'all to throw these unnecessary jabs at one another?
And then for her to say, because also Simone was on Watch What Happens Live, and she just thinks that the polygraph test was just, she's like, I don't think about it. I don't. That's basically she said, it
I
is what it
mean,
is. She said because she said she threw shade when Mariah did the
and
polygraph. So
she and Mariah were beefing.
hold on. And so she said, so why do we have to take yours for what it is and blah blah blah. So this is what Quad did, and I don't approve of this because Simone's sister, we don't know who Simone's sister is, but Quad put out about the polygraph test her sister had to take to get her US government job. Why you have to put a business out like that?
But I'm saying that's widely known. That's not something that's a secret.
I understand that, but my thing is this. I'm not gonna go out if I got a beef with you. I'm not gonna go out talking about what your mama or what your family members doing if they ain't in the spotlight.
If they're not in the spotlight, I get it. But I am gonna say this: that is a known thing. It ain't something that it's a secret. In order for you to do that, that's a requirement to get that job.
But my thing is this: you need to, if you ain't got no problem with the sister, why put her in it?
I don't think she should put. I don't think you should put anybody in anybody's. But like, keep the folk out the business. That's my thought process. But I think they are so very far gone. But all of them are guilty of doing things to each other that's hurtful. Toya bullied the crap out of Audra, and when Audra clapped back, it was a problem. She bullied the crap out of her.
But then Toya apologized.
She did apologize, but she bullied that girl. But you crying when somebody talking about you. Anila and her husband, the joke they made, that was a joke and it was funny. It was hilarious. I don't care what nobody say, it was funny. I laughed. I was like, oh, y'all wrong. That's funny, because it was funny. I never thought that the men would get into women's business. Eugene, you've been in the women's business. You've been in the women's business since what? The first, second season? Like, come on. Stop. You on the peach. You almost as bad as Peter Thomas. You in the business, brother. So they have a lot of work to do. This is what I need. They need a real counselor, a Dr. Sherry, somebody that's not gonna put up with their bull crap, somebody who's gonna hold them to the fire. Next season, Andy and them, I need y'all to do some real counseling sessions. Like, I want to see the doctors doctoring, okay? But y'all need group counseling, and like, it needs to be ongoing, and y'all need to do the work. Because how can you say you friends and this is the mess y'all are like 40 to 50 some years old, 50 some year old women. Why are you still keeping up so much hell and mess? You too old for this. Lisa Rinna.
Girl, hold on. Did you see what she put on her tweet?
I did not. I don't follow Rinna.
Okay, so apparently the guy who said that he was hired by Lisa Rinna's publicist to hire those bots, Patrick S'mores.
I'm not going to talk about how his name is S'mores. Keep going.
Yes. So apparently Lisa Rinna has a picture and she holding a gun up. She holds a gun up.
Retweeted today.
Yes, and folks are saying, Andy,
that girl gotta go.
Is not gotta go. And Cal, she took out all of the pictures in her Instagram that she took with Lisa and Erica. Because you know what Lisa said about Paris. About Paris being sexually assaulted.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's her niece.
Oh, that is her niece.
Yeah, but Lisa Rinna is has gone a bit far though.
She has off the deep end.
So yeah. So
Um,
I don't think I'm like Kempire. I don't think that this she's gonna return. You and then hold on, and then Andy has been getting slack about
it
what
needs to.
happened. He finally did a public apology on Bravo Andy on his Sirius radio show. We don't need it on the radio because not everybody
But do
got
it on Watch
Sirius
What Happens
XM.
Live, my guy. Do it on Watch What Happens Live, my G.
Well, how
Don't
about
do
this?
that. Cause
How
I don't
about this?
listen to your
One
little
of
spanky radio show.
How about this? Why don't you have Garcelle at be one of your people on the
On Watch
Wednesday
What Happens
what happens
Live
live and you publicly apologize to her
on
face?
there. Cause I'm willing to bet more people watch What Happens Live. If you like me sometimes, cause ain't nothing else on. I mean, do that. Okay. Um, so Love is Blind. We ain't got no more
Hold on. What else we gonna talk about? Hold on. I'm feeling that we missing something.
I don't think we're missing nothing because those were the
Hold
two
on.
reality
We
shows.
we sure we ain't missing something? Okay, we don't. I mean, hold on. Okay, never mind.
Okay. We'll
We
talk
think
about
about it for next week.
that. um, so
The first 4 episodes has come out.
on Netflix, make sure you go check it out.
And my question is this. I'm interested in learning about everybody. And so as the episode, each episode goes by, it's less and less people.
Less and less people.
What happened to them? Did they find their mate? Did they decide, hey, I like you. I don't want to marry you. I want to date you. Can we make it see what I mean?
I
I just
feel
need
like
to know.
they need to do what Married at First Sight did, where they had the what show was that they did? It was like a spinoff of Married at First Sight. Was it
Um
Second Chance? Did they do like Second Chance or
the
something?
second chance with the dates, yeah.
I would like to see a Second Chance show, or like instead of doing the After the Ring or whatever they do every year, I don't really care because we see it in the blogs anyway. I would like to see what happened to the other folks on the show. That's what I would like to see. Um, I do like that they have a big girl that has apparently found her person. I hope she's found her person. He talks a good game. And he's really redneckish or whatever, but they like to eat. They bonded over food. Um, so I like that. I like to see that she found. Um, we have some ethnically ambiguous people. By that I
Mm-hmm.
mean I don't know what you are. You look black, but you might be something else, and then you are something else. I like the African dude, SK.
SK.
It's really, really cool. Let's see who these other people are because I don't forget names already. That's so sad. My brain.
Bartiz,
Artiste,
Raven.
Raven.
Is it Najab or something like that? It was the girl
Um,
Narab
hold
or
on.
something like
I'm
that.
gonna pull it up. Keep talking. I'm gonna pull it
Or
up.
is it you got there, you got SK, you already said they got Raven, you got Colleen, you got Cole, you got Kathy, and then you said the big girl and the dude.
And I like them. I just don't know them. Hold on. So why do they have like okay. All right. Um this is all the people? I don't want all the people. I just want the main
This
people.
season 3. Hold on.
Andrew is who I was sad for, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute. I don't know half of these folks. Don't know you. Bartiz, I see him. He's a senior analyst. Brannigan, I think that's the nurse. Yep. Everybody, folk didn't want to fool with the nurse. Brennan is the guy with the cowboy hat.
Okay.
Sharita was pretty too. Um, Cole, who's weird to me. Colleen, she's pretty.
She's the ballet dancer.
Yeah, she's pretty. A lot of guys were like, "Ooh, you're a ballet dancer." Really? That's what we're doing. Um, I didn't even see Devontae. He's a little cute chocolate something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then, like one of the black girls, the darker skinned girls.
It was 2 dark skinned black girls. One was a makeup artist and the other one was a nurse. And Cole told her, I don't do nurses. It was another girl that was named Kalika. I saw her she's also a nurse. I saw her a little bit more, but she was talking to the girls. Girl, they had a lot of nice like.
And see, I would like to know what happened.
What had happened? I want to know
what had happened.
Raven is gorgeous. She is Simmer. That's your name, sir? Your name is Simmer?
Oh, SK? God.
No, not SK. SK's name is Sakuru. SK is what he liked to be called. He's a data engineer. He's really...
He was good looking to me.
He's cute. No. Please don't get me wrong. He's a cute little African boy. He's really laid back and really methodical about his choices. So, like, they, I think, are the only two, Raven and SK are the only two that have not sealed the deal. Everybody else got right on in and got the getting, right? They the only two that hadn't done anything. I can't get these couples, Jesus, because they.
But see, this is what trips me out. Bartiz. Okay, let's talk about Bartiz.
Bartiz and Cole.
Okay, Bartiz. He had a connection with Raven, absolutely. But when he was pouring his heart out to Raven, she and her there exercising.
Yeah, she was.
So that kind of turned him off. So it went to Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is that her name?
I think her name is Kathy. Nancy, Kathy. It's either Nancy or Kathy. It's one of them.
Nancy is her name.
Okay.
So I'm like, who is Kathy?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
And so he proposes to Nancy. Nancy says yes. Mm-hmm. They see each other. Oh my gosh. He's like, oh, she's what I wanted. She looks so good. She's beautiful, blah, 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 blah. So when all of the couples there's only 4 couples, 4 or 5 couples featured out of those, 12 women and men to, I'm like
it was more.
You could have had more. You could have had more. You could have had more people. You could have had more content with the more people. That's all I'm saying. And so when they got together and meeting everybody, lo and behold, Bartiz look at Raven. Oh my gosh, she is my type. Oh, she is my type. This was what I was looking for when I came in here, and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, really?
And Cole, the same thing. Colleen ended up with the kind of doofus like guy.
Was it Matt? Is his name Matt or something?
Matt or something like that. He's cute, but he's like really who I didn't think Colleen would have gone for. And to be honest, I think Colleen did it because she really liked Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Cole was really on the Indian girl.
Mm-hmm.
He left Colleen behind. Mm-hmm. She was just frustrated with that whole process and was crying. Mm-hmm. And ended up with the other dude. Mm-hmm. I really think. But I would like for her to pay Cole dust. Cole and the Indian girl got weird too. After they had sex, I think they're the only two that was like super awkward after that happened. And I didn't understand that. at all. So I'm hoping Colleen stays into her guy and understands the assignment and does not fool with Cole. That's my thought process because Cole seems to be on the jerky-ish side to me. Because when he told that girl, I don't do nurses, I'm like, well, what nurse hurt you, nigga? What? Really?
Somebody really hurt you. Yep.
Girl, who peed in your Cheerios this morning? So there's that. Then there's Bartice. And when Nancy's telling him how much she's glad that she made the decision to stay with him. Now, keep in mind, she ain't seen the Asian dude. The Asian dude is fine, okay?
He is.
Fine, okay?
My secular, if I was in my secular self, he could get it.
Sorry. And so he is really, really, I liked him for Nancy, and I thought that they had really, really hit it off. But then I think because Bartice, I don't know.
Bartice, he saw Raven, and it was how you doing.
And she was like, well, I feel like I made the right decision. You didn't see your ex, girl. I made the right decision, and da-da-da-da-da. And Bartice was like, well, I feel different. I was like, oh my God. Why did you tell that girl you felt different? I do like that they got to spend time with each other before they got to meet up with everybody else. I think they always do that, but it just seemed like it was a lot more time that they got to spend before they met up with everybody else. I feel like they need to have, I think, let me tell you what I think would make the show a little bit more interesting. If everybody that made the cut, not that got proposed to, but everybody that made the cut in the house, right? All go on the trip. Right? Not just the people who engaged. I think that would make it a little bit more interesting. Because you can see all of the people that you dated and everybody that you passed up on. You see what I'm saying? Because just seeing the one or two people that you had a choice between, I don't think that's enough. That's not complicated enough for me. I want your predictions right now.
None of them gonna say I do. None of them. None of them. No.
Let me say what I think. Call me old fashioned. I think that SK and Raven might make it down the aisle. Now, I'm not saying make it in real life. I think they're going to make it. Let me tell you why. They were not so quick to jump in the bed with one another. Okay? He's interested in really getting to know Raven. Now, keep in mind, he fell asleep.
Could it be that Raven is really not that physically attracted to him?
He has a nice body, though.
He's very handsome.
I'm talking about like he's physically fit.
I know he's very handsome.
He has a really nice body.
But she's probably not that attracted to him.
You don't think so?
Said it. You said it last night after we did the size up. She did this just to promote her Pilates business.
Did I say that?
You said that.
I didn't say that.
You said it. You sure you didn't say that?
I didn't say that.
Who else did I talk to about Love Is Blind? It was you. You said
I didn't say anything about her Pilates business. I didn't say that. I said I think if anything would mess them up, it would be Bartice. But I didn't say that about her Pilates business. I didn't know that was
told me
that. Yeah, I just
think that she teaches Pilates.
I know she teaches it, but I didn't know. I thought in my mind, when you say I'm a Pilates teacher, I think you just go to a club or, and you teach the class there at the thing. I didn't think she had her own Pilates studio. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't have even gone there, but probably because she's doing a lot of it, right? I want her to be open to SK. I want to see her open up. Um, that's what I want to see. Um, I also think Colleen and the other guy, you shaking your head. That's a thing. I feel like they might make it. I think everybody else might. There may be some cracks in everybody else's situation, like Cole and the Indian girl. Nope. They somebody got to give me some hope. Even if y'all get divorced after the fact, I'm talking about who's actually going to say I do. Y'all might not stay together because everybody can't be
Then what's the
Lauren
point?
and Cameron.
If y'all not gonna stay together, what's the point of getting married?
Well, I mean, that's what I
that's
be
what
asking.
that
Why do
pissed
the
me
people
off.
stay? Why do the people stay together on Married at First Sight? I'm just saying.
And I don't think any of them gonna stay together, to be honest with you.
I think
Now,
she done. I think what's the name done told
and
Duke. I'm
I
sorry.
think go ahead.
I think the what's the name and told that man she thinks they better off as friends.
Alexis and Jonathan or whatever his name is.
The real tall dude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Alexis and her dude.
I think she done told that man that
he done gave his dog away just to be with you.
And see, and that's what I had a conversation about this with somebody. I don't think that you should change who you are completely to be with somebody. Like, if you hang out with your friends, because I don't want you under me all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you like to go to the bar and have a couple of drinks with the boys, do that. Like, I don't have a problem with any of that. I don't want to come into somebody's life and change them. I want to make them a better person, but I don't want to change who you are essentially. So me making you get rid of your dog. Now, if your dog is violent or I'm terrified of your dog, that's one thing.
Well, the dog was violent to her dog and made the dog bleed.
Oh, well, yeah, the dog had to go.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't know that. The dog
when they first introduced the dogs, like within minutes, the dog, his big dog attacked her little dog and bit her, and she was bleeding in the eye. So she had to take her dog to the vet, and so he had to.
Yeah, that you gonna have to get rid of your dog, and that's the other thing. So, like, if you got, I can't do the pit bull thing. I just cannot. If I go visit you and you got a pit bull, that's one thing. But if we living together, I can't do pit bulls. I can't do the German shepherds. Y'all can keep them. Bullies are fine because they're sweet little dogs. I'm okay with them. But pit bulls and the German shepherds, that's a hard no for me.
They territorial. And then they can. I know with pit bulls, you know what happened to the woman and her 2 kids. Their pit bull.
So how about this? That wasn't their pit bulls. That was the grandparents' pit bulls. They were visiting the grandparents' house. Yes, they were at the grandparents' house. Those were the grandparents' pit bulls.
Why would you have?
They've been around the pit bulls quite a bit because that's the kids' grandparents. So the grandparents probably kept the kids, that sort of thing. But those weren't. No, I definitely put your dogs up when my kids come around. Now, my big boy loves all types of dogs. My baby boy is terrified because he had a bad experience with a German Shepherd. He didn't do nothing to the German Shepherd. He just had a bad experience with the German Shepherd. So from there on, he loved dogs, played with dogs all the time. We had to get him to the point where little dogs he was okay with, but any big dog, mid-sized the big dog, he not finna fool with. He gonna sit right there. He gonna be still. He not gonna say nothing. He almost 13 years old, and he ain't gonna be able to do it. So, I'm not. Now I have a homegirl. She got 3 pit bulls. I go over her house. She put them up. Only one of them allowed to be out because she calm, cool, and collected, and I'm cool with that. That's my homegirl. But I'm not going to go and purchase a pit bull because that's not what I want to do. I
want a Yorkie.
I want a little house dog. That's what I want. I don't want.
I already told. I said, well, Joshua, since you're gonna be graduating, looks like I'm gonna need to get me a dog.
Right. I want a little house dog. But I just don't feel like people and folks really think you're supposed to change who you are to be in a relationship with somebody. And if you have to change who you are to be with somebody and they don't like you for you, I'm not saying be a butthole. I'm not saying, be a jerk. I'm saying if you are genuinely a good person, there are some things that you probably can tweak because we all have things that we have to work on, right? To be better people in the world. But to have the opinion or to be of or be of the opinion that you have to be a certain way or you have to change who you are, your physical appearance, you have to change um your personality just to please someone else, then that's not your person. That's not the person for you. Can you grow with the person? Absolutely. But I got to completely change who I am. How about now? I'm good. If you don't
Yeah.
like me the way
And
I
he didn't like that she went out with her. She wanted to go out with her friends every weekend. He said,
what's wrong with that?
I understand that. Oh my gosh. I didn't ask you anything serious. Stop it. Um, it just pops up. What do you want?
Right.
Um, but he was like, can I have just one weekend to be with my wife? We work throughout the week. And I understand that, but sometimes you just gotta go out. I remember when I was married to Ren, I was thinking, well, Ren is outgoing. He got a lot of friends. I won't have to worry about that
Right.
because my sister who lives here, her husband, every time she took off work for something, just to have a me day, guess what? He would take off work. That was annoying. She heard me, but that was annoying. And I was like, I did not want that. And I remember one time, Ren was like, well, my boys are in town from chat, so I'm gonna go out with them. Have fun. He
And let
said,
me also say this. I don't think it's a
I did
problem to
not
hang
ask
out.
you anything, Siri. Stop
You and
popping up.
Siri. I need y'all to have a conversation.
We need to have a
Um,
conversation.
um, I don't think it's anything wrong with if I go to brunch once a week with my girls. I don't think it's a problem. Like if I'm not gone from the house the whole weekend, now I don't know if she was gone from the house the whole weekend because I didn't really watch this season of Married at First Sight. Um, but if I go to brunch on Sundays with my or Saturday with my girls, or we go and have a mani pedi day or something like that, one day out of the weekend where we can have the rest of the weekend, I think that no.
Right. I agree with you. I agree. I totally agree with you. Sometimes you gotta be you don't have to be under each other 24/7, 7
24/7.
days a
I
week.
don't want that. I want somebody to do life with for the rest of my life. I want somebody to grow old with. I want somebody to travel the world with. I do not want to be under you 24/7. When I go to work, you go to work. I work my business, you work your business, and we come home. Whoever get home first, cook dinner or order dinner. I ain't even like
Just like
I just I don't, and if I want to hang out with my girl, I'm not the chick that when I get in a relationship, I forget my friends
that.
and I'm
Mm-hmm.
booed up. And that's not who I
Mm-hmm.
am. Do I spend time with Boo Thing without the friends? Absolutely. But I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, forget y'all. I got a man now. Bye. That's not who I am. Period. I don't
Oh,
do.
by the way, congratulations to Shantae Moore. She got remarried. She got married.
Who did she get married to? Is it Stephen
Um,
Hill? Isn't he like a
I
producer
believe
or
so.
something?
I think so. And he
He
said
didn't
he
look
got a
like he
shirt.
was dressed for a wedding though. The pictures that
He
I saw,
uh-huh.
he
And on
looked
his
like
shirt, he said that he is Shantae's man at home.
yeah, that song was about Kadeem Hardison, but okay, sure,
Oh,
go off. Oh, and congratulations to Toya, uh, Lil Wayne's ex-wife, um,
yes. Oh, her
Rich
dress
Day's
was
mom.
beautiful.
Her wedding was amazing. She finally got married to her man after being engaged for so long, after being with him for so long. This is the third time around. I get it. She said, "Man, we together. We together. I'm with you. You with me." Because she just had bad experiences with marriage, and I get it. We can just be partners for the rest of our lives. I'm cool with that, and I don't think there's anything wrong with her thought process or her logic. Um,
Mhm.
he wanted to get married. He had never been married before. They got the baby. He's like, "Come on, let's make it happen. Let's do it." So I'm happy that she did get remarried. Her wedding was gorgeous. Her wedding was beautiful. Candy, unfortunately, was not there. I thought she was gonna be there. She was at the bridal shower, but Candy was at BravoCon while the wedding was taking place. So I thought Candy would have been in the wedding, but everybody else was. Tiny was in the wedding. Rashida from Love and Hip Hop was in the wedding. Regine, of course, was in the wedding. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. So congratulations to her. You got a show pick for the week?
Oh, we have to talk about. Are we finished with Love Is Blind?
Yeah, I'm as finished as I'm gonna be. You got something else to talk about with Love Is Blind?
No, no. I'm thinking. Why I'm thinking we had another show to talk about.
We're not talking about another show. Handmaid's Tale, we too far in to start.
I know we're gonna have to
Uh,
just do a whole new, just a
Probably two,
whole
3 episodes of that.
show
Um,
because
Reasonable Doubt needs to. We're almost done. We're almost done with Reasonable Doubt too. Reasonable Doubt is another good one. That's actually my show pick of the week. Reasonable Doubt is on point. Get
I gotta
into it.
watch that.
You have
I have
watched
to
it?
watch. I have not watched that yet.
It's so good. Oh my God. It is so good.
It's so
I,
many things that is
it's a
coming
lot to
out.
watch, but I'm telling you, Reasonable Doubt is really, really good. Produced by Kerry Washington. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
high powered attorney. Going, I don't know if she's the partner at the firm yet or not, but she's doing her thizzling and doing her thing, and she is a criminal defense attorney. She wasn't always a criminal defense attorney, but she got layers. Her husband is a video game creator. He moved out because he was mad because she got her career and stuff, and he felt like she wasn't spending enough time with the family. She was always working, blah blah blah. Um,
Mm-hmm.
ego tripping, but it's really, really good. So many twists and turns. We got to figure out she's over this really, really high powered case where this man was accused of killing a woman that he was having an affair with. Uh, I think the wife did it. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. Don't
But
tell. Don't.
I'm not trying to tell. I'm just giving you a brief synopsis of. I ain't telling you about all the stuff. It's a really, really, really good show. Michael Ealy is in it. There are some other people that's in it. I don't know everybody's name. The lead lady has an African name. She's African. Um, but she's really, really good. Their acting is on point. And then the guy who plays her husband, he's been in some other things. I don't know his name, but he'd have been in quite a few things. So it's really, really good show. Make sure y'all check it out. Get into it. Um, oh, and what's his name? Save the Last Dance is in it too. What's that man's name?
The guy that played her brother.
The guy who played Kerry Washington's brother, I call him Save the Last Dance. He is in it as well. Who was the main character of Save the Last Dance? Or one of the main characters in Save the Last. He has a name, and I know it, but I don't know it right now.
Hold on. I'll look it up for you.
Oh, Save the
I'll
Last
look it
Dance.
up.
I always call him that, no matter what he plays. And I'm like, oh, look, they're gonna Save the Last Dance.
His name is Sean Patrick Thomas.
So, yes, that's his name, Sean Patrick Thomas, aka Save the Last Dance. Look,
I can't with you. I cannot with you. I cannot. So were you caught up on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
I am caught up on them heifers.
You have to call them heifers.
Yes. Let me tell you something. You got one lady that defrauded the old people. You got another one who all of a sudden out of nowhere shouldn't have been abused her whole childhood. You got one who thinks she's better than everybody else and is appalled that you just said your best friend was a whore, the whore of New York last
They slept
and now
with half of New York.
New York, And now this season, it's rumors about you giving blowjobs for tickets. So
No, to have your whiskey
no,
lines.
no, no, no.
So
Blowjob for jazz tickets. That's the new rumor. Uh
I thought it was to get her liquor
it was
sold
for,
in
but
this.
listen, what happened? This is why Heather and Whitney Rose is beefing right now. Okay. Whitney Rose with her drunk behind because she was totally and completely drunk. Let me say this: Whitney made that whole trip about her. That trip was not about Jen. That trip was
Yeah.
not about Jen at all. That trip was about Whitney Rose and her journey to recovery. And it's, in my opinion, you should have took a separate trip of
Mm-hmm.
self-discovery by yourself. You could have took your
Mm-hmm.
siblings with you. Anything could have happened. That's what you should have done. Your husband, your kids to go on that journey with you. Not these ladies, because y'all trip. The trip was for Jen Shaw. It was not for you. But you
And
planned it because you made
didn't Jen leave early?
Jen had to go. So this is what was supposed to happen. My eyes are itching. What was supposed to happen was they planned a trip to kind of ease Jen's mind and do something nice for Jen because she was getting ready to go to New York because they had to go through some legal stuff. So yeah, she had to leave early on the
Mm-hmm.
red eye. Oh, y'all, excuse me. On the red
Mm-hmm.
eye to go to New York. That's what she had to do. However, the trip was for Jen Shaw. That's what it was for. Okay. Not for Whitney Rose. So I agree with Heather in that trip, she should not have made that about that. She made it about the beef between Meredith and Lisa, which Meredith and Lisa need to talk outside of the group. Meredith
Mm-hmm.
don't need to be trying to seek out friendships with nobody, talking about the rumors that she heard. Like, have a conversation with your friend of 10 years. Y'all have a conversation. Y'all come to some agreement. Either y'all ain't gonna mess with each other no more, or y'all gonna be the best of friends and let it go because I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. So, um, Heather and Whitney were at a Utah Jazz game, and Angie said to them that Lisa gave uh somebody that was real big and prestigious that they saw at the Utah Jazz game that she gave him a blow job for Utah Jazz tickets courtside. That's what and Heather was like, she
I
said that
ain't here.
you were
They
there.
were all drunk. They were all drunk.
She
Come
said,
on
first of
now.
all, she said, baby, she said, you were loaded. She said, okay, so did you hear what you just said? I was loaded. So if I was loaded, I definitely didn't hear what she said. Or I don't remember hearing it. You made me look like a liar. She said, no, I ain't call you no liar. I just said I didn't hear it. You calling me a liar, but I didn't call you a liar. She said, but you know what? You want to do this? Let's do this. I'm finna go on over here to my corner because I'm not gonna do this. You betrayed me. I feel so betrayed. First of all, girl, if I didn't hear the lady repeat the room, I didn't hear the lady repeat the room. We're in a basketball game. Who is paying attention to rumors? And a basketball game is loud. People yelling, screaming, hollering. I want a drink. I wanted this. I'm drunk and probably high too. Ma'am. Who got time for the gossip? We ain't around the coffee table sipping tea. I'm just sick of it. So I'm a little over Whitney Rose at this point. I am. I hope she figures out what happened to her in her childhood that she done blocked out or forgot. I hope she figures that out. But your beef is like a non-factor because of a rumor that was her. If everybody is talking about this, why would she get mad about saying rumor? And she ain't repeated it to nobody. She ain't said I heard the rumors. The only people that said they heard the rumors was Jen Shaw and Whitney Rose. And Heather said, let's not do the Meredith and Lisa thing this weekend. Let's not do it. They don't want to fool with each other. Let's not do this because this is not what this weekend is about. She kept saying it. This is about Jen. We're here to support our friend who could be going away for 50, 11 years.
Right.
Going away for 50, 11 years, not could be. Who is going away for 50, 11 years. Let's just rally around her and show her our support. Let me ask you this: do you think it's
Mhm.
a difference in what Jen Shaw did and what Teresa did? Because I don't know all the intricate details of the case. I know that her husband was a little bit more involved in whatever that was going on. And she just, I feel like she just got caught in the crossfire.
Well,
Teresa
Teresa, yeah, Teresa, and then she signed papers and stuff like
didn't
that.
know what she
So,
was doing.
right.
Okay, so that's
But
my
Jen
thing.
knew what she was doing.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Everybody keeps comparing her to Teresa Judici,
Mm.
Judici,
Judi-
Judici,
Judice.
Judice. Man, get an easier Italian name because this is what's the new husband's name? I'm gonna start calling her that. I feel like Teresa didn't know what she was doing. So she went to jail for doing something stupid and she didn't go to jail for a very long
For
time.
not knowing what she
For
should have
not
been
knowing what
doing.
she was doing.
She
Jen,
went to
you
jail for being
purposely
ignorant.
right. You purposely set these people up. There's a big difference. And yeah, Andy interviewed Teresa. They made a whole little segment out of Joe taking care of the girls while Teresa was gone. All of that stuff. They interviewed her about being in prison. It was great TV. But she didn't
They
know what the
even
heck.
halted the season of New
Correct.
Jersey
Correct.
while she
So,
served 11 months.
right. So ain't nobody finna halt no season for nobody who actually did it. Like everybody around you was pleading guilty, sis. They pleading guilty. You did it. Everybody ain't lying on you. You did it. You know. And I like Jen. Jen is a ball of fire and she's good TV. But girl, none of you frying the old folk. No, 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 no. And you cry, I didn't do it. Girl, bye. How y'all get them big houses? And y'all was renting the houses. I can't afford that rent. Y'all was renting the houses. You had big old closets. Your husband was like, baby, you need to downsize. And you're like, oh my God, I can't. This closet is so small. This kitchen is so small. Like, girl, stop. This is what happens when you defraud the old folks.
And you got to realize there are people who wish they can have a house that you are in currently.
Baby, can I have that house? Okay?
I would be very happy. I would be very happy. I will be content. I will be like Dr. Simone. I'm not keeping up with the Joneses. I just
Right.
want what God got for me.
That's it. What God
And
has for me
and
is
I'm
for
like this. I'm
you.
surpassing, a starter home. When I get my own house, it's gonna be my dream house, my forever home. I'm in my 40s. That starter home stuff that should have been 20s, 30s. I'm at the point now I need to get what God has for me. And that's it.
I I
I'm
just
trying to think, what is my show pick?
yeah.
Ew. Ew. What was I watching today? I tried to watch, I didn't get a chance to, but I will watch the hair stories.
It was really, really good. That's what we were gonna talk about, but you didn't get a chance to watch it. So great. We can table that for next week. um that
Um
that's a good one.
yeah,
That's
because I was watching the first episode about hair tales. Yes, it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Hair tales.
Mm-hmm.
About I would love to hear about her hair tales.
I mean, because it's a journey, sis. It's a whole journey that she gonna take you on for real, for real. Um, by the way, the host of that show is Tracy Ellis Ross,
As
who
well.
is amazing. I dig it. She's gonna sit down and talk to women just like us that are in the
Mm-hmm.
industry, that are doing their thing and who got a hair story to tell. And I'm here for the hair stories because I think we all have little crazy stories about our hair. Somebody over processed our hair. I had somebody cut I had my hair really short. I used to wear it short at one point in time, and somebody cut a whole plug in the back of my head, things like that, um that you just kind of gotta get past and get around, and you learn and you grow, with that.
Mm-hmm.
um just some of the things to know about the racial disparities that people had to fight, in order for you to wear braids to work or dreads to work. Because some corporate America settings and some courthouses and even on the news that you can't wear braids, and even now it's still a big thing. If you're rocking your natural hair, it has to be
Mm-hmm.
straight. I remember being Mary Jane. If anybody's ever watched that with Gabrielle Union, she used to always have to she got a sew in, and she wore her sew in on TV, and she would take her hair down or whatever. I know one time she had to do a big news report, and she had to get her niece to come and do her hair because her hairstylist canceled on her last minute, things like that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and so you have to think about that. These are people's livelihoods that you're messing with. And I can't wear no protective style and report the news. Why? Because people are not going to trust it coming from me because you don't think that I'm intelligent enough to do it because I have some braids in my hair. Like, stop. But that's something that still happens and still goes on and still takes place. To
Mm-hmm.
this day, a young lady, if I'm not mistaken, in Jackson, Mississippi, got fired from the news station she was working for because she wore braids. It's a thing
Mm-hmm.
still. So,
Yep.
it's a journey that you're gonna go on, and you definitely have to go on that journey with those ladies because they got a story to tell, and it's amazing, and I love it. So
So there's two more limited series that's on Netflix that I'm going to dive into, from scratch. That's with Zoe Saldana.
yeah, I saw that.
Um, was it good?
No, I haven't seen it. I saw that it was on there. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Let me
I heard.
reiterate.
I heard that you're gonna have to have some tissues by you.
Oh wow.
You're gonna be crying.
Okay.
And then The Watcher.
I started that. It's a little slow for me.
It's based off of a true
I know it's
story.
based off a true story. That's why I want to power through and watch it, but it's really slow. Um, I want them to get to the point. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But other
um,
than that, oh, excuse me, did not mean to do that. But other than that, that's all.
that's all. All right, so y'all make sure y'all tune in. Make sure that you are following us on the Size Up Official Podcast over on YouTube. Make sure. Is
It's about time for me to take these down.
it? It seems
Mm-hmm.
like you ain't had them up for that long, but maybe you have.
Beginning
Um.
of September.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
almost. It's
That's why
almost
I
November.
can't. That's why I don't do those. I can't do those because I'm gonna have to definitely take them down in like a month. Whereas if I do the braided ones, I can leave them in for a little while longer. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um,
But I do things to keep them to make sure they look good and fresh and stuff like that.
right. But I'm just saying the braid. Now these are not crochet. These are actually braids.
Hmm.
Because I don't know what my journey is gonna be in the next month or so. Prayerfully, I'll be on
See, I'm
somebody's
gonna
surgery table.
go and cut. Like I'm gonna cut this. I do
Uh-huh.
maintenance and stuff
Right.
like that.
And so with that, I know I couldn't have survived. Like I was gonna get it recrocheted, and I was like, no, because my hair grows a little fast with the crochets. And so my new growth, although with the braids, I was able to kind of hide it a little bit, but it got a little bad. And so I had to take them down. So the braids is not as bad. But if I wear something like that, or if I wear another type of crochet style, it becomes a bit much for your sister. So
I just like the natural look of it.
no, it's really pretty, and I don't have a problem with doing it if I was at this point in juncture. I just need something as low maintenance as possible because
Hmm.
of what I potentially will be going through in the coming months. I just need something where I'm not gonna have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going with that. So yeah, we will be back here next week,
Hmm.
Lord willing, with it's on next week, maybe the same time, maybe a little later, we'll see.
Hmm.
uh,
We'll see,
make sure
depending on my
y'all,
son's schedule.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. But make sure y'all are tuning in. If y'all got any shows you want us to review, watch, you want us to talk about on the show, you want to join us for a conversation, make sure y'all hit us up at the size up 2102 at gmail.com, and we'll have you on the show. Wendy, you got
Mm,
anything else?
that is it.
All righty. Well, we gonna be out we are going to be out.